Hi, my name is India and I am a burn survivor and ambassador for the Scar Free Foundation. So on the 29th of November 2003, I was a toddler and I was playing by the fire in my favourite party dress when it caught fire. Fortunately, my dad swooped in and saved me, but by that point it was already too late. I had severe scarring on 40% of my body from my face down to my knees. I'm very fortunate that I had the most incredible team of surgeons and nurses. I had an amazing family who were able to look after their very injured child whilst also raising my two older brothers who were only 5 and 7 at the time. And of course the initial injury was very difficult, but I think many people don't realise that the challenge with a scar is that it's not just the initial injury, it is that you carry that injury with you for the rest of your life. And really it's just the start of a very long and arduous journey through many treatments and surgeries. Of course there are the physical effects. Scars are very tight, they don't grow like normal skin, so as you get older you have to keep having more surgery. Intense physiotherapy, massages 3 times a day, pressure garments. Scarring in my throat for being in hospital meant that I have breathing problems now. And obviously I missed a lot of school for surgeries, and that did affect my academics. It also affected my social life because I would miss out on a lot of those experiences that young children have because I was in hospital. I think the hardest thing about scarring is the psychological effects. I grew up looking not like the other kids. I looked dramatically different. Many young children were afraid of me, and I was such an outgoing child. I'm an extrovert, and so it was very confusing for me when I would go up to these kids and be friendly, and I just wanted to play, but because I looked different they didn't want to, and they would look at me in fear. Similarly, going from junior school to senior school, I think anyone remembers adolescence as a very awkward, insecure time, and it was definitely exacerbated by the scarring. I heard some very horrible comments spoken about me, like, oh, if I'd looked like that I would have let the fire finish me off. Or I'd go to the beach in a bikini and a girl would come up to me and say, I just want to let you know I think you're so brave for wearing your scars, because if I had those scars I wouldn't be able to do that. And obviously she meant it in the loveliest way possible, but it did come across as a slight backhanded compliment, because it feels like you should wear your scars with shame or you shouldn't be proud of them. And I saw growing up that a lot of my friends who had perfectly normal bodies were struggling with their self-image. I think, social media pushes on us this perfect ideal of beauty, so I thought, wow, even these people with perfectly good bodies, normal bodies, think that they're not good enough. How can I possibly be good enough? So it was a long journey to kind of get where I am now. I can honestly say now that I feel like I would not take back my scars, because they have made me the person I am today. I have my scars for life and I've accepted that, and I can't spend my life hating my body for something I can't change, because that would make me miserable. But that doesn't negate the huge impact they had on my life. It's been a long time since my accident. In fact, if my scars were a child, they would be a legal adult by now. So it does make me wonder why this one moment so long ago, it's something I still have to carry around externally and to wear even now, 18 years on. But in my head, I'm not burned, I'm not scarred, I'm not a victim, I'm just India. And I want to be seen for myself, for my achievements, for my values, for my personality, and not for something so superficial as my skin. And that's why I think the work Scar Free does is just so incredibly important, because they are fighting for a vision of a scar-free world where these things don't have to haunt us our whole lives. We don't have to carry this weight our whole lives. I want my children to grow up in a world where they don't have to worry about scarring, where they would never have to deal with any of the things that I've had to deal with. I wouldn't wish it on myself, I wouldn't wish it on my family, I wouldn't wish it on my friends or even my worst enemy. I just think it would be absolutely incredible to live in a world where all the trauma and pain wrapped up in an injury can just be put in the past and moved on from, and where a split second where a 3-year-old dances too close to the fire in her party dress has to go on to define her entire life. To the other burn survivors out there, I would just say, please don't be ashamed of your scars. Your scars make you unique, and they are a symbol of all the struggles that you've gone through and overcome. And I think we should all fight for a world where no one has to deal with that pain. With the right research, we can achieve this goal. Thank you so much for listening to my story, and I hope I haven't gone on for too long. I just hope that through sharing it, even if one person hears it and wants to support Scar Free, then I've really done my job. So I really hope that you enjoyed it, and thank you.